to Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, now, let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down, and a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. Now Kaepernick. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
A give. This is Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 41, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Breaks the tip. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder. And I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this.
And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold.
And oh, he coughed it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. He'll buy some time right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for two. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Kaepernick now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Flushed out right. He's going up top for Taylor. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, as time expires in the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the run...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Indy. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Play action. Now Kaepernick. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, Kaepernick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw, Kaepernick rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Finding Hunt. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry.
Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, 38 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw is Kaepernick.
They'll get this out to Taylor.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Kaepernick to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
The Colts are champions of the AFC as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Colts coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Rodgers on the return.
Isaiah Rodgers is on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And his first look is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
On the move to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Prescott on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time we want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown!
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situation.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Out to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play here for Dallas.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun, steps away. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 138 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back to Taylor on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Kaepernick going to throw. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Isaiah Rogers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And inside the 5 here. It's right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Buying time to his left. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colin Kaepernick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Dallas.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott to throw it. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here's Kaepernick on the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Colts pick it up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6 from the 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Kaepernick. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes it in for a Colts score. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Being chased out left. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get him 2 more. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A dump off to Elliott. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Kaepernick to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Now Kaepernick steps away to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Well, 193 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs.